Hello Virgo, welcome back to the channel. I'm your host, Virgo the Victorian. Please take a moment to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Put your location on planet Earth in the comments. If you would like to donate to the channel, there's two links in the description box at the top. So Virgo, this is a Mother's Day message for you. For anyone that's struggling with Mother's Day today, because it's such like an overwhelming day, and it can trigger a lot of people, and it brings up a lot of mother wounds. So let's get a message from Spirit for anyone who's feeling down or sort of sad on Mother's Day. Universe, please send me a message for Virgos. Please send me a message for my Virgos. So first card is sadness, right? So this is what I'm picking up on. I know a lot of Virgos today are feeling sad about Mother's Day, and this is about, it could be a difficult relationship with your mother. It also could be, for my male Virgos, a difficult relationship with the mother of your kids. And obviously for women, it could be something to do with being a mother. You may have a child that you struggle with, or you could have given a child up. Or for some, for some Virgos out there, you may long for a child that you don't have. So it's a really heavy energy because there's so much expectation around motherhood, and it can really lead to a lot of disappointment. So this is you searching in the universe. This card represents the universe, and you're searching the universe for truth, and you're asking for answers. And sometimes we just search for a long time for an answer that we don't get, especially something like a mother wound that goes back to childhood, and it's like, intergenerational trauma, or you could feel like there's some kind of a family curse or something like that, where you think, why did I have this difficult path? Why was I placed on this path with my mother? Yeah, upside down peace card. This is no inner peace. You're feeling, disturbed and saddened. So this is kind of like chaos card or whatever, and again, searching for an answer. Upside down fertility card. So this is the upside down motherhood card. For a lot of my Virgos, you feel like things were never right, and things were never put right. So you're searching for an answer. And this is the message from the universe is healing. So God and the universe is going to send positive energy to everyone that's hurting today, and to know to look for nurturing of mother energy in the earth for sure, but also that there's a lot of female angels guiding you and loving you, and that God's going to send you the love that you didn't have from your mother in many sources, and that you should embrace a healing journey for yourself. Life everlasting. So this is about just embracing your eternal journey and knowing that we all come from heaven, and that our journey is bigger than our relationship with our moms, because it just is. Like, sometimes on earth we get confused and start to feel like our mom, because mothers are a gateway, that our mom is sort of like divinity, or like not a god, but you look to your mother for so many answers. And this is a sign from Spirit that your existence in the universe predates your relationship with your mother, and that God is our creator, not our mother. And so to remember to embrace this divine love of God and the angels and the universe. Creation. So this is about seeing your own self as part of God's divine plan, and really embracing your life and being just grateful for what you do have. And I know that's something that Virgos are really good at. You're someone that wakes up and is so grateful for just being alive on the earth. And, just in terms of your body, and, we spend so much time, especially for women, being told our body isn't good enough or our body isn't correct. And just to know that that's really devil energy, right? So love your body and love the journey that you're on, and just really embrace your body as part of God's creation, because every body is beautiful. And we should be able to look at all human bodies and see like beauty and advanced engineering in our bodies. Even someone that's 100 years old, it's just so amazing. So just look in the mirror and see God's creation and all this beautiful energy that has lined up for you. And also see that in the exterior world, like the sacred earth and plants, animals, everything. And just let go of these weird, like, beauty ideals or hypersexual ideals of our bodies, and just embrace your own unique journey on the earth. This is like two sword energies coming out at once. So Virgo, this is you seeking the truth. You're really trying to cut through things. You're really trying to figure things out with your analytical mind. You're seeking an answer. And this is sort of like putting you, it could put you in an angry energy, because sometimes sword energy is like adversarial fighting energy. So when we're seeking the answers for ourselves, it could lead us to fighting with others and sort of like a guarded energy. So the universe wants you to kind of drop this guarded energy, because the answers of our mother wounds are not rational mind answers. So you're never going to be able to kind of crack the code. You just have to trust in God's divine healing. I know that's tough, right? Because we want a real answer. We want a logical answer, because Virgos are very logical and analytical, and you want everything to kind of connect the dots and make sense. But it's sometimes, our relationships with our mothers and our relationships with our children, and it's not logical, right? It's all moved by these deep intuitive forces. And for my male Virgos too, like this is, you want the women in your life, you want to understand them logically, and you have to know that love is not logical. So guidance. So this is Spirit talking to you and tell you that angels are guiding you. God is guiding you on a path. And whatever answers or whatever love that you want from your mother, to ask Spirit to send that to you, God to send that to you, and that you will be guided and healed and directed in the way that you're supposed to be. And for those who are struggling with your children, same thing. Just know that God's guiding you on your path. And really, parenthood is just incredibly difficult, so just forgive yourself that you don't measure up to some strange ideal, right? That moms are supposed to be perfect all the time, and there's no such thing as that. Or people that tell you, one parenting model or another. Just trust your own intuition, because you're the one doing the work. So you don't really have to follow, whatever. If you've been to like therapy and stuff, sometimes it seems like their expectations are so sky high, and you don't have to really live up to anyone else's expectations but yours and God's, because you're the one that's the actual parent. And same as if this is about you and your mother, don't listen to people's judgments. If you struggle with your relationship with your mom, people may kind of put it in your face and say, oh, my mom and I are best friends. It's like, well, that's great, but not everyone has that, and that's okay, right? So just know that God sees your path. Angel Song, this is like one of my favorite cards, because it shows that God's guiding you on this path, and that you're gonna be shown synchronicities and signs and signals in your life to guide you down the correct path. So again, if you're the kind of person that's thinking, I wish I had a mom to help me, I wish I had a mom to guide me, know that God is guiding you, and that mothers are supposed to be angels on earth, but sometimes they're not, and so then the universe sees that and is going to guide you. Oh, this is a tough one. Upside down truth card. So for some of my Virgos, you may have found out a difficult truth about your mother. It could be lots of things. It could be they could have just told you flat out, like they never felt really bonded to you. They could have told you, another sibling or person was favored over you, and say, well, that's how I felt. Or some really ugly truth about your mom could have come out. Or your mom could have told you, like, I just always struggled as a mom. I don't want to focus on that kind of thing. Or they could have had other children that they've moved on to, that kind of thing. So this is some kind of a really difficult truth that you've had to face. Or for Virgos with your own, if you're the mother struggling with your child, same thing. Your kid could say really mean things to you. Kids are sometimes way too truthful. They reject us sometimes, right? It's very hard. Or Virgo, if you're struggling to have a child, this could be some kind of a medical truth that was revealed to you, where you worry that you'll never have a child, kind of thing. But this is like such a heavy truth that's on your mind. Maitreya, this is the female angel card. So this is kind of like unconditional love in the universe. So this is God really loving you, and this is the angels loving you and surrounding you with white light energy. And this is like a Virgin Mary card, so unconditional motherhood from the universe, and that God loves us as a a mother through female angels, and that we can receive this energy that we are deprived of. So if you feel like you didn't receive love, that God loves you unconditionally, and accept this angelic energy into your life. And that, again, if you look for synchronicities and signs in the universe, you're going to see like a red flower on the card, and then just try to really see divinity in nature and accept God's love through nature. Yeah, multidimensional healing. So for a lot of my Virgos, this is like a vivid dream card. So you're going to be having dreams about, your mother or mother figures, and or about children. If you lost a child, if you couldn't have a child, something like that. So just pay attention to your dreams, because this is angelic protection and healing that's coming to you through the universe, through your subconscious mind. And one good practice to get into is kind of like writing down your dreams as soon as you wake up, because you could forget, and then looking for those signs and signals from the universe, and really contemplating these kind of subconscious thoughts that are coming to us with angelic messages about motherhood and divinity. Sacred earth, right? So this is what I was picking up on, just to try to take time to yourself in nature and really totally relax. Nature's very healing, so if you can get outside. I know at my house here I have a hammock. I love to lay in the hammock. It's under a huge tree. It's so soothing. There's nothing really better than that. And then again, when the northern lights were showing, I was outside, laying outside, just like absorbing this beautiful northern light energy. I know not everyone has that, but just try to get outside, even if you have just a small patio or any kind of space, or even if you're just walking outside. But try to be in some kind of a peaceful energy, like go to the park or something like that. So if you're a city person, try to get to some place, like, or you could go to a public garden or something, and just be in this healing energy of the earth, because the earth is so healing. And we tend to live in sort of an artificial environment where we're disconnected from nature, and it's like we live inside a concrete box with weird artificial lighting and weird heat and all that stuff. And so it's so good and so healing to just get back into actual real nature. Eternity. So this is like heavy energy, because you're contemplating your whole journey through the universe, because of your relationship with your mother. So I really see Virgo struggling with this, and sort of spinning in this energy. But just really, again, just really trust your journey, and know that there's going to be signs that come to you that you are on the right path. Lapsus ellipsis, so you're jumping timelines too. And this relationship with your mother, or this mother wound, or this relationship with your child that's difficult, it's making you jump timelines. And what do I mean by that? It's making you reflect on past times in your life. So you may be triggered to think about your childhood or your adolescence suddenly. And so just be careful of this energy, and try to stay focused on your current timeline, and don't fall through like these rabbit holes. I know it's really hard, right? Because when we start thinking about our younger life, it can be really intrusive, right? And then this is what leads people to addiction or whatever, is that you're trying to almost jump a timeline and go back, and we're not meant to go back. Just go forward, and try to let go of these past things, which is so hard. I know it's really hard to let go of the past, but just be aware of this. This is a energy of kind of doorways opening, that you can almost like spend too much time thinking about past times. Upside down choices card. So this is really important, because when you struggle with your relationships, people will tell you, well, it's your choice. And this is the universe telling you that, what's happened in your life to cause these wounds is not your choice. It wasn't. You actually were affected by other people's choices, and you were pushed into a box, or pushed into a corner, with your mother, with your children, with the mother of your child. And then people really blame it on you and say, why did you make that choice? Well, you did not. So just be aware that, we live in a culture of this weird idea that, your life is your choices, and really it's not. Our life is way bigger than our own choices. I'm going to get into the love messages and see if I can get some clarity for you, okay? Universe, send me a sign for Virgo. Send me a sign for my Virgos about Mother's Day. Sword and Rose. So this is about clarity and truth. So this is that same energy that I was picking up on, that Virgos have had to come to a hard realization about their wounds or their mother. And this is like an energy of being sort of stabbed by the thorn of this rose. Like you reach out for something beautiful, it just stabs you, right? And then I know male Virgos, you probably relate to that. Sometimes, your female partner looks so beautiful and alluring, and then it can just cause you heartbreak. So Hammer, so this is your energy. You've really been working hard. You've been persisting, and Virgo, I know that you've been carrying all these burdens and carrying all this weight while you work day in and day out, and you're grinding your life away and kind of paying bills and doing things for others, and then you're carrying this weight. Yeah, so butterfly, this is about healing your inner child. So this is a time for you to really heal your inner child. And don't be afraid to do things for yourself and just tell people, I'm doing this for myself, and whatever that is for you. So do something. It could be going to therapy. It could be going to like a drum circle kind of thing. It could be just taking a class for you, or go take some kind of a class or whatever you've always wanted to do. And it could just be time for yourself, because oftentimes as moms we get really crunched with our time, and it's okay to just not do laundry and just take time for yourself. For real, but just heal your inner child and think about things that you wanted to do. For some of my Virgos, I think it's a trip that you wanted to take, and you could take your children on a trip that you always wanted to go to. So for some Virgos, you maybe wanted to go to the beach, you never got to go as much, or it could be something as simple as like going to the pool. Like some Virgos, it depends where you grow up. You may grow up in a neighborhood where you never really had a lot of opportunities to do anything, and you were just kind of at home or at school, and just take that time to do the things that you wanted to do when you were a child, because that's really important, right? And if you're having those repetitive thoughts, then go ahead and do it for yourself. And for some Virgos, it could be something like buying a toy for yourself that you always wanted, and that's okay. Like if there's some item that you wanted that you did not receive, get it for yourself now. It's not too late. Yeah, upside down phoenix, this is tough. This is tough. So this is feeling like you can't get over this trauma, and you're trying to come out of you're trying to pull yourself out of the pain, but in the past you feel like you fall back into it. And could be, for a lot of my Virgos, you could be triggered and re-triggered by your mother. So this is like a heavy kind of burden energy. And then self-indulgence. So this is what Spirit wants you to know, is take care of yourself and do things for you. And this is like really self-love and self-care. This is like buy yourself flowers kind of thing. And really like go and buy yourself a gift. It doesn't have to be big. It doesn't have to be expensive. But it's very empowering to do things for yourself too, because especially for women, we spend so much time wishing that if we give enough, we'll be recognized or something. And really that just doesn't happen a lot. You just give and give and give, and then you get burned out. Well, make sure that you're doing things for yourself, and tell people, I'm doing this for me, and they don't have to like it like too bad, honestly. And for men, it's the same. You have to do things for yourself too. And for men, you're often pushed to provide. Well, it's okay that you take time for yourself and money for yourself, and tell people, I'm focusing on my own life right now. And so that's just so important. You can't give from an empty cup. So make sure to charge up your battery and fill your own cup before you try to give to others. And for some, for some, a lot of my female Virgos, this could just be sleeping, because you maybe run on no sleep, and don't feel guilty about just sleeping all today if that's what you need to do. Yeah, healthy choices. So this is kind of the same energy again. Take the time to take care of yourself. And for a lot of my Virgos, you're doing this, and I feel like a lot of Virgos are making healthier food choices, and really trying to focus on eating right and meal prepping. And especially if you work in an office, it's really hard to eat healthy because you're grinding your life away, and it's important to try to meal prep for yourself and try to plan in advance. But we're always rushing, and then when you're rushing, you end up getting fast food and stuff like that, and that's okay too. But I see a lot of Virgos trying to incorporate some exercise, and Virgo, even if you can just get out and walk a little bit, and it's your own time for yourself too, just to take care of yourself. Upside down party card. So this is the universe telling you, don't give in to drugs and alcohol. Don't be too wild. I know Virgos, you can be really wild and crazy when you want to be, but don't go out too much and don't overindulge. And for sure, the real message is like, don't anger drink and don't anger eat, because like, think about why you're driven to do things, and always be aware of your own thought process. And if thinking about your mom or thinking about your children makes you think, I'm just going to go, be crazy, I'm going to go eat what I want and drink what I want, and that's like a really negative vibe, like try to pull yourself back from that. And you should do things for yourself, but not drugs and alcohol, and just be cautious about going out too much and whatever. Take care of yourself in more of a healthy, structured way. And I'm all for going to parties, but go in a positive mindset. Don't go with the angry kind of coyote energy. What do I mean by coyote energy? Coyote energy is like a chaos energy, right? Where you're looking for chaos to give you an answer. So be very careful before you give yourself over to that energy. You need to be in a really good headspace and a self-love place. Where I live here, there's tons of coyotes, and I can hear them howling all the time. And I see them; they're huge. So I feel really connected to this coyote energy, which is like a chaos energy. But you need to be cautious. And so in your real life, coyote energy is like partying, drinking, hooking up, meeting random people, being very wild. No one knows where you are, kind of thing. So just be aware of this energy that the universe, the negative side of the universe, if it sees your wounds, it will try to drag you into this. Grounding, yeah. So this is about this is Virgo energy, because you're an earth sign. Ground yourself and be stable, and you have really done this. So give yourself credit for all the grounding energy that you have, and give yourself credit for all the earth energy that you have, because this is how you're meant to be, stable and regulated, and just sort of paying your bills on time, and you recycle, and you're that nice guy person. So give yourself credit for all the things that you did, especially Virgo, if you didn't have what you needed, because so many times you didn't have what you needed from your mom, but you got up and gave to others anyway, and you got up and went to work and did all the things that you were supposed to do, even though you didn't receive what you were supposed to get, right? And same as if you're struggling with your relationship with your kids, same thing. Like you may feel like you just don't have what you need, but you're still being really grounded. So give yourself credit for this and reward yourself for this. Oh yeah, love. So this is the universe telling you that you are in a high vibration of love. Your soul is very loving, very sweet, very kind, very giving. So just keep yourself in this positive vibe, and know that this is going to come back to you, and everything that you put out in terms of love is going to come back to you. And God and the angels see all the times that you loved and gave that people just took from you. So just sometimes when you're this giver person, you want to shut down and think, I don't want to give anymore, but it's good to be in this positive love vibe, and it doesn't have to be a romantic love. It can be loving your neighbors, and a brotherhood love, like having like a community love is so powerful, right? If you're volunteering, if you're giving, if you're helping out, if you're volunteering at your child's school, that kind of thing, that's the kind of love that has been guiding you, and it's super positive. So stay in this love energy. Wedding rings. So this is about a higher form of love, a higher form of commitment. So Virgo, if you are not married, you might be getting married in the next year. So this is the universe kind of telling you to move away from your mother wounds and go and look for a partner for yourself. And same thing if you struggle with your kids, looking for someone your own age, your own generation to give and receive from. So this is very hard, because we get stuck in our parental wounds, and then we can't elevate to this other level where we can accept love from a partner. So the universe is encouraging you to really heal your childhood wounds and heal your inner child, so you can be on this higher level to give and receive from a partner. It doesn't have to be real marriage, but just to have a romantic connection, because that's what you're meant to have. Seduction. So this is the universe telling you you are very attractive. So know your own worth, and know your own value, and know that people see you as this beautiful person inside and out, and that you can attract love. So don't be shut down. Abundance. So this is your energy. It doesn't have to be financial thing. It can be just you're in an abundant energy because you give all the time, and then the universe is going to give back to you. But this year, I'm really picking up for a lot of Virgos, is going to be your best financial year ever, and you're going to have a really good opportunity to make money. Yeah, addiction. So you're meant to come out of this addiction energy, and a lot of Virgos, you've worked so hard to come out of your addiction energy. And addiction energy can be drugs and alcohol, but it can just be sadness and anger too, right? And just sitting in a negative headspace, and you've really worked to come out of this. So stay in this energy of releasing addiction, and don't let your motherhood wounds kind of push you back into any kind of a negative vibe. Ascending, this card keeps coming out for you, Virgo. I love it. This is you going higher and higher in your life, and God is lifting you up, and you're going to go on this beautiful journey. So allow yourself to ascend. And it's so hard to try to heal your own, wounds and your own trauma, but just be cautious that the negative entities are going to try to drag you out of this. So try to take care of yourself and heal your childhood wounds, and so that you can ascend into this better energy. Okay, I'm going to get a heart message for my Virgos. Heart message for my Virgos. Oh, the worthy heart. So this card keeps coming out for you, Virgo, because this is your heart. You're such a kind person, so don't judge yourself. And when you look back at your difficult relationship with your mom, or your difficult relationship with your children, or like I said, Virgos, if you're not able to have a child and you want to, don't question yourself and think, why wasn't I worthy? You are really worthy. You are really worthy. But it's just sometimes people fail us, because they just do, right? So know that God sees all of your worth, and God sees all of your kindness that you're giving out, and stay in your worthy heart energy, and don't let yourself be dragged into negative thinking. Oh yeah, passionate heart. So this is a creative energy. So for some of my Virgos, your relationship with your mom is going to guide you into huge creative endeavors. And it could be acting, it could be writing, it could be all these different things. And you can channel all this kind of difficult energy and all your pain into some kind of really amazing art, and help other people who are on a similar journey to yours. And for some Virgos, it is going to be drawing and painting, like in the picture. And final card for you, Virgo, beautiful heart. So this is the self-care card. So this is what I've been picking up on, and this is just seeing your own worth and valuing yourself and giving to yourself, and really taking the time to heal yourself so that you can be the best version of yourself that God wanted you to be, and be in your beautiful heart energy, and just see your own value and worth, and know that God and the angels always see everything that you gave, even if people around you didn't give you credit for it. Okay, Virgo, that's the end of the message. That's what I have for you. I love you so much. I'm sending you so much love, light, and healing today. And I'll see you on the next message. I love you just the way you are. Bye, Virgo.